Hello, boys and girls. I hope you've brushed your teeth, you've washed your face, and you're ready for your story. Tonight's story is going to be The Flood. One night in Doggyville, there was a huge storm out to sea. The waves lashed, the thunder cackled, and the lightning danced a merry jig. Or at least so it seemed. In reality, there was an earthquake on the seabed, and it had created a tsunami. So, on this night, Andrex and Little Ted and everybody else in Doggyville was awake, and they were having a barbecue, a firework display, and they were all eating burgers and hot dogs. No, not hot dogs, frankfurters, and all sorts of other nice things. Suddenly, one of the dogs spotted the tsunami. "Look!" he cried. "Woof woof! Tsunami!" All the other dogs looked, and they saw the tsunami bearing down on them. Andrex and Little Ted ran up there to their house, and they grabbed all of their valuable items, the games console, their scrapbook, their computer. Do they even have a computer? Yeah, they have a computer. Their computer, and they quickly ran down to the docks, got in their little boat, and Andrex, for good measure, decided to deploy the rain cover, which was a sheet of plastic that Andrex had added that would envelop the entire top of the boat, so the rain wouldn't get in. "It's completely waterproof," said Andrex. "Woof! But what about the air?" said Little Ted. Andrex thought and thought, and then he realized that he had forgotten to add air filters. "I made an oopsie in the design," said Andrex. "Woof! I forgot to add air filters. So we are stuck," said Little Ted. "Yes," said Andrex. "Woof!" So they were stuck in their bubble of plastic, and they could only sit and watch as the tsunami came towards Doggyville. Splash! When the tsunami hit the shore, it sped over the beach like a race car, and within seconds, the entirety of Doggyville, including Andrex and Little Ted's houses, and the Olympic Stadium, and the post office, and the police station, were entirely underwater. Andrex decided that now would probably be a not very good time to open the waterproof bubble. So they sat and they waited. Now, the barbecue was definitely out, and so were all of the fireworks. And all of the dogs in Doggyville can swim very well, so they were all treading water, and some of them were clinging to pieces of wood. However, the humans on the island could not swim very well, and Andrex saw the manager of the pet trick shop float by on a barrel full of wine. Andrex looked around and decided that they should probably go and help some people. "Let's go and help some of those people," said Andrex. "Woof woof!" Little Ted thought this was a good idea, and so Andrex retracted the waterproof cover. He started up the engine. He hoisted the sails, and off they went. Their little boat went chugging all around town, picking up all of the people who couldn't swim and were holding on to people, and all of the dogs who could swim. Until at last, everybody was on the boat, which was very crowded. And Andrex looked at everyone, and they were all very, very sad and miserable and moaning and groaning. And then Andrex decided that they would have a barbecue on the boat. So he got out some of the meat that was left over from their return to Candytopia, and little Ted got out the caramelized onions and the cheese and the ketchup and the frankfurters and the barbecue grill, and Andrex set it up on the roof of the boat. So, while they waited for the flood to go away, they had some frankfurters. "Aren't these called hot dogs?" said the policeman who was sopping wet. Andrex looked at him fiercely, and the policeman wilted like a spinach that's been left in the sun too long. And he asked no further questions about hot dogs. So, they waited, and they waited, and they waited, and they waited some more, until Andrex thought that the flood was beginning to go down. "Look, look," said Andrex. "Woof, woof, the flood is going down." And it was. Slowly but surely, the water was going back into the sea. They could see the tops of the houses. And everybody cheered. Yay! They cheered so loud that all of the windows in their houses smashed, and the water went into their houses. "Aww," said the crowd. So, then, when the flood had gone away, everybody got off the boat, and they all got out their mobile phones and started calling their insurance companies to pay for their ruined stuff. However, Andrex and little Ted forgot to get an insurance. So their house was destroyed, and they couldn't really get it back. "Oh no," said Andrex. "Woof woof." But when everybody saw how miserable Andrex and little Ted were because their house was gone, and they remembered how Andrex and little Ted had helped them escape from the terrible flood, they decided that they would help Andrex and little Ted get their house back to normal. So everybody chimed in, gave a hand to fix Andrex and little Ted's house. Everyone except for the person from the pet trick shop and the policeman. I've no idea why they didn't. So everybody got out buckets of paint and hammers and nails and bits of wood and game consoles to replace the one that they lost, and all sorts of other things that were in Andrex's and little Ted's houses. And they hammered and they nailed and they painted, and they got very wet because they fell in the paint, which was not very nice, but you get the general gist of things. So soon, Andrex and little Ted's houses were exactly as they were before. "Thank you," said Andrex. "Woof woof." Little Ted also said thank you. So the house had been fixed, and everybody else had insurance. "Well, that was a nice adventure," said Andrex. Are you sure that's the end? Said little Ted. Positive, said Andrex. Woof woof! Well, what's on the news right now? Said little Ted. So Andrex looked at the news, and the top breaking news was hurricane heading towards Doggyville. Oh no, said Andrex and little Ted together. Oh no, said everyone who was sitting in their insured homes. Oh no, said the person in the pet trick shop. Oh no, said the sergeant. And all of the human and doggy puppies, all of the human babies and the doggy puppies opened their mouths and said, oh no. So, to be continued. Dun 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 dun! Okay, boys and girls, that was the end of the story. I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye!